What's going on, guys? Sunday, April 10th, hit a new low weighing of 180.8 this morning, so things are going in the right direction. You probably hear nothing I'm saying because your eyes are looking here, and as soon as I turn, they're going to be looking here. I'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. I'm completely fine, but I figure I'll give you guys a real quick physique update, and then we can get this video started. So, first thing in the morning, nothing to eat, nothing to drink, feeling incredibly flat, so excited to get some food in me, but so that's about it so far. So for now, we got a refeed day, and I'm gonna go make my ass some waffles. We got 3 low-fat waffles. Gonna top it with some of this My Protein maple syrup, a container of blackberries, and a protein shake right here. And real quick, some people have been asking me what is a refeed or what is the benefits of a refeed, and I made a video talking about this before, but real quick, there are some physiological and psychological benefits to doing a refeed. But I think the biggest misconception is that people think a refeed is an all-out cheat day. Completely different things. A cheat day is pretty much not tracking anything and eating whatever you want. Some people look at it as like a day of just a diet break or rewarding themselves. That's not what a refeed is. A refeed is control. So you're still tracking your macros and you're manipulating the macronutrients. So most of the time during a refeed, you will bring your carbs up and you might bring your proteins and fats a little bit lower to compensate for that. But really, you want to bring yourself pretty much back up to maintenance by raising your carbs. So if you're in a 300 calorie deficit, you can add 300 calories worth of carbs, get yourself in maintenance for that day. You'll see better gym performance. Your overall mood might be better. It's just a good way to take a break from the dieting. If you hit a plateau, things can start moving again. So there are a bunch of different benefits to a refeed, but refeeds are really beneficial for people who are cutting or who have been dieting for an extended period of time. If you're maintaining or bulking, there's no need to refeed. You could just kind of eat. If you want to have your all-out cheat day, you can, but if you're cutting and dieting, that can set you back a little bit. So doing it in a controlled fashion like a refeed is probably your best bet. I have said refeed too many times, and now my waffles are cold. I feel like everyone now pretty much watches Casey Neistat, and he's also based out of New York City, and I live in New York, so I think we should collab. So hit him up and let him know. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another commentary. So today's a high volume back day, but I'm starting out with trap bar deadlifts, and you're probably used to seeing me do sumo deadlifts to start my back day. And this is a slight change that I will be making over the next couple of weeks, incorporating trap bar deadlifts instead of sumo. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it on my back day or throw it on a leg day, but the reason I'm doing this is because you guys saw the bruising and everything on my body. I did go see the Bodybuilding Mechanic, and I'll talk about that at the end of the workout. But some of the things we were doing was, first we started with a postural assessment and tried to figure out some of my weaknesses and things I could work on. And he told me to do the trap bar deadlift to enhance anterior core control and take a bit of pressure off the lower back, and also because I have weak adductor muscles. So when performing a sumo deadlift with a wider stance, your adductors are a really important muscle, and by doing sumo over and over again and not strengthening them, it will just keep them weak. So as much as it sucks sometimes, you all want to do these heavy compound movements and keep getting stronger and keep progressing, it's important sometimes to take a step back, work on your weaknesses, work on things that will help you get stronger at the movement down the road. So that's kind of what I'm doing this for. I'm in this for the long haul, for longevity, and I don't want to keep weakening certain muscles or get my posture out of alignment just to lift heavy, and then it ends up causing an injury down the road. So I'm all about taking things slow, doing things the right way when possible, and just having a more balanced and healthy physique rather than seeing how much weight I can move. So that's a few things that I'm working on. After that, I moved on to some lat pull-ins, which is what you see here. And you guys have seen me do this before, and there are a few reasons I really like this exercise. And first off, a lot of people say they have trouble feeling their lats firing, or maybe they only feel the right side and they're not feeling the left side work. So you could perform this exercise one arm at a time and use it as a warm-up for lat activation, or you could throw it in your routine. And keep in mind, it's not used to replace all all other lat exercises, but I like it because it keeps you in a good position and you could just see the angle of pull from the cable stack. It's a direct line to my lats, and I have the ability to fully stretch and lengthen my lats and then fully shorten and contract them without any weird movements that you may see during like a pull-up or a lat pull-down, where the shoulders start falling forward and rolling over, and you might see hyperextension at the lower back and a lot of swinging. So this can keep you in a good neutral position and allow the lats to work to the best of their ability. Okay, moving on, we have the pen lay row, which is something that I really need to work on. And the reason for using this is to reinforce good rowing form. So since the bar starts from the ground on each rep, the torso has to remain parallel to the floor to start the movement. So one exercise I was personally never a big fan of is the traditional barbell row. And that's not to say it's not a great exercise. I always just had trouble keeping very strict form, and I've noticed it's a big ego lift for a lot of people. Whereas the pen lay row is a much more strict and controlled movement. So I'll probably work on these, and I might even incorporate Smith machine rows. And I know some people hate the Smith machine, but if you use it properly, it can actually be very beneficial for certain exercises. So that's something I might switch between the two, or I might just stick with the pen lay row for now and really work on staying tight and getting my form down. Next up, we got some traditional wide grip pull-ups, and I called that guy sir and asked if I could work in, and he told me not to call him sir. He said thank you, but I never know what to call people. I always just say sir or miss if it's a female. It's just the way I grew up. I don't know. I'm not going to say, yo, dude, let me get some pull-ups. But anyway, I knocked out a few sets of 8, really focusing on complete control. So you could see that I'm going slow on the negative. As I pull myself up, I'm thinking about touching my elbow to my lats. So really pulling through the elbow, squeezing hard at the top, and going down nice and slow. And this has really helped out my back as well. So really putting a lot of time into my form and building up my back, which transitioned into this exercise right here, which is known as the moto row, or some people call it a motorcycle row. Similar to how I was doing the lat pull in before, where it was a direct line of pull from the side. What I like about this is you could see I'm getting a full stretch again in my lats and then pulling straight back. And this, you have the ability to angle your torso towards the machine so that you're square with the machine. And this will keep everything lined up and keep your shoulders in a healthy position. So I've seen some people perform a one-arm vertical pull down on the actual lat pull down station with their knees anchored in. But the only problem with that is that, yes, it will allow you to lift more weight, but a lot of times when your knees are being held down by the pads, it also allows you to kind of bend and twist in weird kind of ways and sometimes take tension off of your lats. So if you haven't tried these exercises out, I recommend giving them a shot. I'm not saying to replace your entire back routine with what I'm doing here, but maybe add 1 or 2 of these in and see how you like them. Remember that the back is a huge muscle, so hitting it from different angles, allowing all the muscles to fully lengthen and fully contract is important to get that fully developed back. So don't be, I used to be pretty close-minded to a lot of things and look at some exercise and be like, that's weird, I'm not going to do that. But if you give it a shot, you never know what can come out of it. So this is one of those exercises that I am personally not a huge fan of. It's a dumbbell pullover, doing it on a decline bench. This was one of those that I had trouble feeling my lats really fire. So it could be something with my setup. It could be the way I'm performing the movement. You may have seen these done on the side of a bench, twisted the other way. So there are different ways to do a bunch of different exercises. And after doing this one, I might just need to make some adjustments or replace it with something different. And that's why I love training so much, because there's so much to learn every day. There's so many different exercises you can experiment with, and there is no one-size-fits-all approach. So try out different things, see what you like, see what you don't like, and then you can build your routine off of that. So after that, we finished off with some shrugs. So hitting some traps, and normally when I was doing shrugs in the past, I was feeling a bit of an impingement, but lately it's been feeling really good. And one thing you'll notice is what I do when I shrug up is I actually retract my shoulder blades slightly first and then shrug up, hold it for about a second, really squeeze, and then come back down. So you'll notice I'm only using, I believe, 55 pounds here. Now I was doing sets of 20, and my main focus was to really hold that contraction at the top, come back down slow, feel my traps actually working on the way down as well, and then shrug back up and hold. So I would actually recommend using straps or Versa grips when doing shrugs, so your grip is not a limiting factor. But just don't go any heavier than you should be going. So if you're not getting that full contraction, you don't feel your traps elevating fully, then I would recommend lowering the weight a little bit and getting a bit more control. But that is going to conclude this commentary. Thank you guys so much for hanging around, and enjoy the rest of the video. All right, so we just finished up the workout. Now the question you guys have all been wondering, what the hell happened to me? Why am I all scarred up and bruised up all over my body? Am I injured? Did I tear a muscle? No, what this is known as the IASTM technique, and it's used for deep myofascial release and muscle adhesion breakdown. So I went to see the bod mechanic, my man Andreas, who has worked on tons of bodybuilders, physique athletes. He's actually working on Ronnie Coleman next week. He works on Sadiq. He works on a ton of different people, competitors who are ready to get on stage and really need to work on their symmetry. And I don't know too much about it to give you guys a lot of information, but what it helps with and what I've noticed immediately was increased range of motion, increased blood flow, crazy pumps, especially in my lats, and the ability to really spread my lats out, which is something that I've had a lot of trouble with. So I will be going to him again. I actually just spoke with him, and he said he would be down for an interview on YouTube. So if you guys want to see that happen, just do me one favor. Click that thumbs up button so I know, and I will set up an interview with him. He'll explain everything that he does, some of the people that he's worked on, this technique that he does, what it does for you, whether it's beneficial or not. So it was awesome getting to see him. I'll throw his Instagram up on the screen as well, because his Instagram page is a wealth of knowledge. You will learn so much just from reading his posts. He gets in educational debates with other professionals. It's just really cool to learn from him. Let me know if you would like to see an interview. We will make that happen. But let me give you guys a real quick physique update, and then gonna finish off some cardio, head home, and get some more food. Alright, so don't judge me on my posing. I definitely have some work to do over these next couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to some big changes. And one thing about my body, I know a lot of you people know these feels, is that you might wake up first thing in the morning or in the middle of the night. You look at yourself and your abs are in. You look good, you look dry, and as soon as you have a cup of water or something in the morning, you look like you went to a Chinese buffet. So that's the way my body is, the way I react to whatever I eat or drink. It's just the nature of it. I'm sure as I get leaner, it will get better. But that is a quick update. I want to thank you guys as always for watching, and enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, so we're home from the gym, showered up. It's about 6 o'clock, getting hungry now. And today, both Brittany and I are doing a refeed, so we decided we are going to split this margarita pizza. You guys have probably seen this brand Kashi before. They make like cereal, oatmeal, granola, all that stuff. But it's tomatoes, mozzarella, provolone cheese, tomato, basil sauce on a Kashi 7 whole grain sesame and flaxseed crust. The macros per serving are 9 fat, 29 carb, and 14 protein, and also 4 grams of fiber. And there's 3 servings in this, so we'll probably just split it down the middle. But the oven's preheated, so throw it in. Alright, so we're pre-gaming with the pizza. It's good, it's crunchy. So we'll eat these. The other 2 pieces are on the stone so they don't get cold. We'll eat those after, and then we're gonna eat some dinner. And one thing about a refeed, it's still important to get your micronutrients, get your fiber, get your vitamins, your minerals, your fruits, your vegetables. So after this, I'll probably have a huge salad with tomatoes, with mushrooms, with lettuce, with spinach, to make sure I'm getting my micronutrients in as well. I know a lot of people, when they refeed, they take advantage of the extra carbs and they start filling those carbs with 2 servings of Sour Patch Kids, which is like 70 grams of carbs right there. The purpose is to restore glycogen levels, improve your performance for the following day. So you want to take advantage of those carbs, getting in those fruits, vegetables, getting in some whole minimally processed foods, and then have a little bit of fun later on. But this pizza's damn good. You like it? Mm-hmm. So a lot of people question the accuracy of MyFitnessPal and the barcode. So you have the barcode scanner and you could scan something in. Let me show you what happens when you scan in fat-free sour cream from Trader Joe's. So apparently this fat-free sour cream is a 12-ounce Heineken beer. Yeah, I'd much rather have a Heineken, but this will do. Big bowl of salad. Inside this wrap is chicken, avocado, sriracha, and that fat-free sour cream, or 12-ounce Heineken. Bag of chips, and we're gonna catch up on some YouTube videos because I'm way behind. And that's what I like to do when I eat. I like to take some time to catch up on videos, show all my YouTube friends some support. So we're gonna see who uploaded over the last couple of days, and Alright, so I gotta run out real quick, and I figured I would address this because it's pretty obvious if you've been watching my channel over the last couple of weeks. You guys have been snapping at me, tweeting me, leaving comments, emailing me even, asking what the hell is going on with that dislike button on the channel. And guys, I wish I had an answer for you. I don't know. Some people are saying that maybe it's someone creating multiple accounts and it's a dislike bot that immediately when I upload videos, they all get disliked. I'm not sure what the case is, and it blows my mind because I don't really make content that's controversial at all. I don't offend anyone in my content. I like to think that I just interact with people as much as possible. I try and inform, educate, entertain, all that shit to just have a good time with you guys. And I'm not sure where those dislikes are coming from, but some people have been asking why, and I don't have the answer for you. Does it suck? And, you know, a lot of people asking, like, does it upset me? Does it hurt my channel at all? I'm not sure if it really hurts my channel. I think what bothers me the most is that I get new subscribers every single day. And when someone new comes to my channel and clicks on a video that they haven't seen before and they see 150 dislikes, they might be immediately thinking, why the hell does this kid get so many dislikes? Is he a bad person? Does he offend other people? Is he putting out topics where he's calling other people out, which is nothing that I do. You know, I'm just here to try and educate, again, entertain you guys, provide content that I think would be enjoyable to watch. I never directly attack anyone. So someone out there, or a few people out there, don't like me for whatever reason. The person who is disliking my videos, or however that's happening, if you want, man, I will take you out to Chipotle, we'll get some food and we'll talk about it. But other than that, I have no idea what's going on with it. Hopefully it stops. You know, again, it doesn't upset me really, but it definitely sucks having it on the channel for no reason. If someone had a problem with the content that I was putting out, leave a comment down below. That's what the comment section is for. People have shot criticism at me, feedback, and I actually take that. That's ways for me to improve the channel. I'm always looking for your guys' feedback, and I'm doing everything it takes to make the channel more enjoyable for you guys to watch. So if you do have actual criticisms and feedbacks, leave a comment. The dislike button doesn't really help me. It doesn't tell me what you want to see, what you don't want to see, and my goal is to put out stuff that you guys want to watch. So I don't know why it's happening. Hopefully it does stop soon, but thank you to everyone who's been tweeting at me, snapping at me, emailing me, leaving comments, showing their concern. I really do appreciate that. Your support honestly means the world to me. So that's that. And also, hey, about the whole Snapchat tweet thing, if you're not following me, make sure to do so. I do reply to just about everyone. I do my best when someone shoots me a snap. I try and get back to them as soon as possible. It might not be immediately, but even if it's the next day, I will check them all and I will give you some sort of response. So that's my little rant about the whole dislike button. No idea what's going on. Hopefully it stops soon, but I can't control that. So I'm gonna go home and eat some ice cream. So I'm home, and this is pretty much going to end off the video and the night. It might as well have just been a full day of eating because I feel like I was just showing you food all day, but that was the Refeed. Brittany and I are sitting down, we're watching, what is it, the movie awards? MTV Movie Awards? MTV Movie Awards. I usually don't like those shows that much, but the fact that Kevin Hart and The Rock are hosting it, and I think everyone likes The Rock. He's a man. People ask me if I could train with anyone, who would it be? I would love to train with The Rock. But we're gonna finish off the night with some ice cream. Now, I showed you guys the other day how the CEO, owner of Enlightened, had sent me out some coupons for some ice cream, so I picked up a few of these pints. Frozen hot chocolate, mint chocolate chip, peanut butter chocolate chip, and chocolate chip cookie dough. Now, I did try every single one of them. The mint one I only took a bite out of because I still have this mint one here that I have to finish. But I will say, I actually filmed my initial reaction when I first got them. I had opened it right away, turned the camera on, and filmed myself eating it. And I was gonna tell you guys what I thought about it, but the thing with the initial reaction when you first taste something is it doesn't come off as authentic. It looks fake. So I'm like, holy shit, this is so good. And then you guys are like, all right, you're just saying that. So I figured I would try them all, come back and let you guys know what I thought. I have to say, hands down, as far as macro-friendly ice creams go, the absolute best that I've had. Now, I know like you have things like Arctic Zero, and they have some pints that only have 150 calories per pint, which is awesome macros, but it doesn't taste like ice cream. There are some other ones out there that are really good, but this Enlightened stuff is, this peanut butter chocolate chip legit tastes like there's just spoonfuls of melted peanut butter in here. It's actually peanut butter flavored ice cream. And I told you guys the macros the other day on these, but in case you missed that video, 100 calories per serving, 4.5 fat, 16 carb, and 8 protein, and also 4 fiber. So almost, you know, you have 5 fiber, I'm sorry. So 20 grams of fiber, almost 30 grams of protein. Wait, is it 8 or 7? 32 grams of protein in this pint. Stuff is legit, and all the flavors are really good. That frozen hot cocoa is really good. So if you could find those Enlightened ice cream, they also have bars in your store, pick them up and let me know. You guys will not be disappointed, I can guarantee that. When you get into like specialty ice creams like that, they can get a little bit pricey. I think those pints are like $5 each. So yes, I understand they're a bit expensive, but you're paying for the protein, the fiber, the lower calories. So gonna have probably 1 serving of each of those ice creams, throw it in a bowl, watch the rest of this show going on right here, and then maybe get to bed. Tomorrow's Monday. I love Monday. I like getting up early, starting the day, and getting to work. So thank you guys as always for watching. Appreciate the support as always. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. That really helps me out, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Strength curve. And what I mean by that is by stepping away from the cable stack, the resistance at the bottom will increase. And by stepping closer to the cable stack, the resistance at the top will increase. So I like this because you can manipulate this between sets and provide a different stimulus to your muscle. So for instance, on set 1, you can